Hey everybody, I'm Derek. Welcome back to the shop. Got a review on the Bauer cordless string trimmer today, and I think it's going to be a good one. So it is sitting here in the background, and I'm going to get to it, but I just want to talk a little bit about my use with it. I've had it all summer long. I bought it, I think, back in May, and I've been using it at least once a week for about anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes a day, depending on, not every single day, but the one time per week. Every time I used it, between 10 and 30 minutes, just depending on how many weeds I needed to go trim. And a lot of the time it was just trimming right around the edges of the lawn here and then around the trees, making everything look pretty nice. Other times I would go off and I would do a lot more weed eating. So as you are probably already aware, this is a 20 volt cordless string trimmer. It's a part of the 20 volt Hypermax system from Bauer or Harbor Freight. At the time being, there are 1.5 amp hour, 3 amp hour, and 5 amp hour batteries out. I've only used the 3 amp hour batteries on this tool, and so far they've been totally adequate. I would not really recommend using the 1.5 amp hour batteries. Unless you've got a real small area, I would definitely recommend picking up the 3 amp hour batteries for it. At the current time, the price on this is $49.99. I'm sure that you can find a coupon on it at some time, maybe, or at some point, maybe for $45. And then they do definitely put out that 10% off any Bauer tool coupon every now and then, where you could pick it up for 45 bucks. So I'm gonna let you know right off the bat, I think that $49.99 for this tool is an insanely good price. I think the overall value of this tool is almost unbeatable. But I'm just going to start up here at the top and work my way down to what I guess is the business end, the head of the string trimmer. So just like on all the rest of the Bauer tools, you've got this nice rubber overmolding here that has some texturing in it that I think is pretty comfortable. The overall ergonomics of the handle are adequate. So the trigger here, you have to push in the safety button and then you can pull it. And as far as how the switch itself feels, I'd say a little bit mushy, not the highest quality filling switch. This is based just off of how it feels. I really don't have the background to go in and look at the switch itself and really critique it. The rest of the plastic in the handle feels pretty much just like everything else you're gonna find on the Bauer tools. Nothing too terribly high quality, but nothing too terribly low quality either. Pretty much just right there, kind of in the middle. But I think it's got a pretty nice fit and finish, and overall pretty good design. So I had to go run and grab a battery real quick just to demonstrate one of the problems that kind of plagues some of these Bauer tools is that when you want to look at the battery indicator, it is up underneath here. We're a little bit closer up here so that you can see that the battery level indicator is here. It is kind of up against the handle that goes down to the trimmer head, and so it is a little bit difficult to see the battery indicator light. It's really not the best placement, but I assume that they probably had to do this because of Milwaukee. Milwaukee probably has, I assume, has some kind of patent where they have to stick it on the front here. So from the switch and battery assembly up here, just goes down to what feels like an aluminum pole. Which brings us to the next part here. It's the handle. Again, nothing too terribly special here, except it is really adjustable. You can move it up and down on the tool and then adjust it and angle it to whatever is comfortable for you. This angle as well, so it's really fully adjustable. And then you can fold it all the way down for storage, which I'm gonna do because I'm putting this thing away for the fall and winter. Which then brings us down to the next part here, where you get more adjustability and you get to shrink it down for storage. I try to not move it too terribly much because I feel like this is what might cause a short in it someday. And just tighten that down and leave it. So I'm gonna leave it from here on out. So you're down here to the head now. It does come with these wheels as an accessory, I suppose, to make it into like an edger. You can unlock it and adjust it to where you can run it straight. Hopefully we're still in view and still in focus here, but you can run it along and use it as an edger. I don't ever get that particular, so I never use it, but I thought I would show you that it is an accessory that comes with it and is an option. All right, so as I already kind of showed, it has this locking knob here. You switch it to unlock. It has a really nice positive click to let you know that it's there. You can adjust it to basically perpendicular with the handle to what is essentially all the way to parallel with the handle. I like to keep it about right there. So in terms of other adjustments that you can make, it has this wire here that you can pull out into little locking notches there. And basically this is going to give you the full length of your string to keep your string from getting worn out so quickly. And so basically from where the string comes out of the spool here to the end of the wire here is the same distance as the string to the little cutter here that cuts the string when it's too long to keep it within the guard. So that is a pretty nice feature that it has. When I'm cutting around really hard things like brick walls and fences and stuff, I try to use it. I'm not always very diligent in putting it on, but it does work and it is a really nice feature. You are getting almost about a 5-inch cut. I'm not sure if I'm in frame there, and I apologize if I'm not. So I do want to talk about one of my favorite things about this whole weed eater. I guess I need to mention this first. This is the weed eater string that it comes with, and I find that, especially compared to this green stuff I've got on here, that it's terrible. It's thinner than the green stuff is. It's real thin. Weed eater string. It is not a very good weed eater string, and I actually definitely think that you should just take it right off and restring the spools that come with it with another weed eater string. It comes with 3 spools, which I think is really, really great. As far as actually stringing up the weed eater string, it's really, really easy. I'll do a separate video on exactly how to restring the spools and set up the weed eater. Every time you pull the power switch, it lets just a little bit more out. So it's not necessarily one of those ones where you can tap it on the ground. If you just aren't getting enough weed eater string out, hopefully you can see it, but there is this button here that allows you to pull some out. You can keep pushing it and it'll keep releasing it. Now I got too much string there, but I think that's really nice. It's nice and easy to just pull the string out quickly when you just don't have enough. So the plastic down here on the head looks roughly the same as what's up on the top. The guard and everything down here has worked just fine. So I want to finish this review off with just a few things. Number one being that my dad has the exact same weed eater, and he's used his, I think, most of the summer. If not the entire summer, it's been most of the summer. We have 2 samples here, and they both work just fine. 0 problems with either of them. As far as I know, he hasn't had any problems with his. We do talk about this stuff semi-often. So as far as I know, he's had 0 problems with his. I've had 0 problems with mine. Really happy with it. I would be interested to like try out a Ryobi or one of the other brands that are within the same class, but I just gotta say that this cordless Bauer string trimmer is one of my favorite tools I've had. It's probably one of the tools I've used the most out of my whole Bauer lineup, which is why you're getting a review on it now. I feel like I've kind of beat this horse dead and then some. These Bauer tools are for real. They're very decent quality. I'm not gonna say that they're super high quality or that they're on par with Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, but for me, I am 100% satisfied with them, and I just have to say that this cordless string trimmer is just no different from anything else I've used so far. I've been nothing but happy with it, and I highly recommend it. That's probably going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please go down and click subscribe, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up while you're down there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.